That first step was pretty long, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I came up with like 13 minutes of video. Gosh, it was long. But this one's going to be a whole lot easier, okay? What we're going to do in this step is we're going to create this fish class, okay? And the fish class is going to give you the ability to paint this fish on the screen, and it's going to have two bitmaps showing wings up, wings down of the fish. It's also going to store the location of X and Y and the maximum X so that it doesn't go, and maximum Y, so it doesn't go off your screen, it doesn't jump above the waves, okay? And we're going to make these two attributes available on the outside because we're going to need them in our game view to draw that fish in the current location. And then we got some other methods we're going to do. For example, a sink and a jump, okay, to make that fish do things that it does, okay. Let's go ahead and create a new class of fish, okay. Once again, we're going to right click right here above your game view, new class, and this is going to be just capital fish like that. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is, I believe, grab some global variables right there, okay? Make sure I got them all, and I did. We're going to paste those, of course, just inside your fish class like that. Once again, it doesn't know what a bitmap is. We have to take and import that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to store both of the bitmaps in here, okay, of the flying fish and regular fish, and we're going to keep track of this one. What is the current bitmap? And then also location, X and Y, a minimum Y, because we don't want it to jump out of the ocean, okay, and we don't want it to go below our screen. And then we have a jump speed that you can actually change, and if you want to make it jump higher in one increment, and you can also have it sink faster if you increase this sink speed. Go ahead and copy another piece of code here. All your methods here that we're going to be needing for our fish. Paste those right there. Go ahead and import your canvas here, and that's about it. Okay, what do we got here? We've got a constructor, okay, right here. And our constructor receives canvas, okay? So we call it pretty soon. You're going to see we're going to be sending it to canvas because otherwise it doesn't know where to paint. And what this does is constructor is going to say, okay, the max Y is going to be equal to receiving the canvas here. The canvas is going to tell us how high it is. So we can actually take and set our max Y so it doesn't go below the canvas. What's cool about this is that when you rotate your gadget, okay, your Android tablet or whatever, it'll actually go all the way down the bottom of your tablet rather than just part of the way. And then what it's going to do, it's going to take and go ahead and draw this fish, okay, on your canvas at a certain, it's kind of in the middle, you'll see, okay. The fish has got to know how to sink, okay, and to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to add the sink speed to the location Y, so it's actually going to take and drop down. We're going to be calling this from within our game view every time it draws so that we can actually animate that fish sinking. And then also it takes and returns it to the bitmap of the fish with the wings not up. And then we want our fish to jump, and if it does, we're going to take and we're going to minus equal our jump speed, so it's going to actually go up, okay? Because if numbers in our Y go down, it makes the fish move up, okay? And then make sure that it doesn't jump outside of the ocean, okay? We're going to use this piece of code right here and then tell it, go ahead and show its wings this time. Beautiful, so now our fish is all ready to go here. Let's take and grab one more section of code right here, and we're going to add this to our game class, okay, right here. And we're going to paste it into just below the bitmap right there. And then, because what that's going to do, come on, let's go. Right here, go into our game view. We're going to add one more global variable now. Right here. Where are they? Right there. We're going to put that right in here below our fish view right here. Like that. We're going to create a new instance of fish. We're going to send it these two bitmaps, okay? So it knows which ones to paint. Once again, I put that just below. It's in our global variables, okay? It doesn't really make any difference where you put it, but I just thought it fit good right there below our fish bitmaps. And then go ahead and grab this, because now we're going to take and replace within our draw method here. Okay, replace this line right here, because now we're actually going to use the fish class to draw the fish, okay? So we're going to say, go ahead, fish, paint the fish on the canvas, because we have a method in there for that. And then we're going to tell it to sync. So now what's going to happen is when you run it, go ahead and run it. What's going to happen is it's going to start out about here on your screen, and then it's going to slowly sink down the bottom of the fish, of the sea, and it's going to wait for you right down there. And that's the end of this section.